Over here. Over here. Hey.
Hello.
Boss.
Let's go!
Right back here.
What's up, dudes?
You're going in for a splash.
All right.
Awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem, yeah. My name is Scott. I'll be your captain today, all right?
That's Scott. All right,
Now,
sweet.
while on board, see the handles on the doors? Don't touch the handles on the doors, okay? We're not fighting Nemo
Oh, boy.
today. Yeah, you know, if you're up, we're fine. If the handle goes down, so do we. And I'm not a swimming instructor, I'm a captain.
You're good.
Right behind you, we have flotation devices. Also have a set of umbrellas. We're in Florida. Who knows? It could snow at any moment.
Let's do it.
Remain seated at all times. Keep all loose articles within the vehicle. Anything that falls in the lake stays in the lake.
I like it.
You ready for fun?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Blue fire's flashing. All right, everybody got your seatbelts on?
Coming on. Here we go.
Here we go.
I love it. I love it.
That smells of Florida at least. So
Oh, I love it. Springing it.
Off to the right, this is the Boathouse Restaurant. We are currently the highest grossing restaurant in the country. So we're looking to exceed $36 million in sales by the end of the year. And that's with 5 dining rooms inside, 4 dining areas outside.
Wow.
And my favorite part, we have 3 bars. That was 3, not 3. We're at Walt Disney World, okay? Off to the right is a boat museum. You can take a walk along the dock here. You're more than welcome to view these boats we have on display. We have little plaques set up so you can even learn about them. I have a very special boat on display tonight. I'll direct your attention to the boat directly to our right, the smallest of our fleet. Now this is a very special boat to the museum because of all the boats here, this is the only boat I can afford.
Paddlefish. There he is.
This permanent fixture is a replica paddle boat built back in 1977. Back then it opened as the Empress Lily. It used to be 5 restaurants and a jazz club inside. I would say best known as Fulton's Crab House during the downtown Disney days.
Yeah, you're right on. Yep.
Today it's known as the Paddlefish, or as I like to say, it's where you end up when you can't get a reservation at the Boathouse. Just don't tell them I said that. You wave to the diners. Better luck next time, folks. Should have read the reviews.
Heyo.
Wait, guys.
I like it. I like it. Paddlefish. Oh, I love this. This is what I always wanted to do. Oh, T-Rex. See you, boys. Wag, see you. See you, Bob.
Look at these people. It's like they've never seen a car in the lake before. Did you get a good photo?
I love it. I love it. Oh, Rainforest. It's not blowing up yet.
Oh, my volcano switch is broken. Sorry, folks.
Hey-o. Hey.
All right, everybody looks scared. Oh!
So funny. Oh, the lava lounge.
We'll pull up here for some cocktails.
Here we go.
Best part about driving an Africa car, you can't get pulled over in it.
That's true that.
I know, that's what my probation officer told me at least. Get a good photo? Thank you.
Gotta love hot chicks, right, Jake? Gotta love hot chicks. Makes the world go round.
Okay, my mate.
Right? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that sky, dude, bro.
Oh, yeah, this is the best time to take the ride.
Shit,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's the balloon. We haven't done that yet.
Where are you all from?
Detroit, Michigan area.
All right. Midwesterners, I'm from Chicagoland area myself.
What part of Chicago?
So I grew up in Lake Zurich, Illinois,
Okay.
just north of the city, northwest. When I lived in Chicago, I lived in Humboldt Park and I lived in the Loop, so I was there for about 8 years.
Nice.
Yep.
Chicago's fun.
Chicago's a great city in the summertime, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
it's exactly. Yep. A lot of my fraternity brothers went to Michigan State. They went to.
Oh, nice.
They went there, and Chicago in the summer when we go visit their families. Oh my God, it's just.
Oh, it's the best.
It is the best. It really
Food,
is.
you know.
You got the beach, you got the warmth, you got the food, you got the party. It's amazing.
Everybody's nice there, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, Volcano's about to erupt, everyone.
What's that?
Volcano's about to erupt.
Oh, you just heard it. You just heard it. Here we
A
go.
little bit, see a nice good view.
Here we go. Oh, there it is.
A lot more
Oh.
fire than that.
Yes, sir. Come on. It's gonna spill. It's gonna spill, Jax.
Yeah, there's no lava. Just
Jax, you
fire.
good? Yeah,
It's a big one.
It's cool, right? It's fun. You're with us. It's all good. Look at us, boys. Here we go. Yep, buddy.
Are your feet getting wet too?
No. Not yet. Oh, there it is, Wags. There it is. Oh, niner. What? What a great night, dude.
Oh, beautiful night.
It's perfect, man.
Blue 5, checkpoint 1, temperature normal.
Coming in hot, Wags. Coming in hot.
All right, folks, I'm about to demonstrate the top speed of the Amphicar.
Oh, here we go. Let's do it.
So sit upright, hang on tight, and prepare to be underwhelmed.
Oh.
Here we go.
Here we go, Wags. Here we go.
Y'all want to go faster?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, man, it's exhausting. Woo. I got a tough job.
Whee, Wags. High five. Come on. I love it. I love it. Oh, so awesome. Oh, yeah.
So a top speed of 7 knots in the water. It'll do 70 miles an hour on land.
There we go. Way to bring it in. Nice.
Yeah, the name of the car is the Amphicar 770, and 770 represented the top speeds of the vehicle.
I like it.
It's the only mass-produced amphibious car ever built. Designed by Hans Trippel, he was a German race car driver turned engineer. He also designed the Gullwing Mercedes back in the 1950s, but the majority of his designs were amphibious vehicles. The first one he built, 1931. He actually built it out of his old race car. Now in 1934, it sunk right to the bottom of the Rhine River. So I don't talk about that one too much. But the last one he built was in 1990. He was 81 years old. Now these came right in the middle of his life. These were produced between 1961 and 1968. Built in Berlin. And they debuted at the New York Auto Show back in '61. You could purchase your very own Amphicar back then for $2,800.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Now he marketed these
Nice.
to Americans, but unfortunately for Hans, Americans wanted muscle cars back in the '60s. If you haven't figured it out yet, this ain't a muscle car. They didn't sell very well. They only sold 3,878 Amphicars in total, and today there's about 400 left. If you can find one that floats, they'll set you back around $100,000.
Woo!
They came in 4 colors. This is Beach Whites. They came in Fjord Green, Lagoon Blue, and Regatta Red. That was the best-selling color, of course. Little splashes here. Yeah.
Oh, splashdown Jerry. Wags.
Well, if you touch the water, you gotta get COVID tested now. I'm sorry. Now the motor in this is out of a Triumph Herald. It's a 4-cylinder, 1100 cc's that produces a whopping 38 horsepower. Transmission. Our transmission is out of a Volkswagen Beetle. It's a rear-mounted 4-speed. So just to clarify, it is a British motor and a German transmission. We also have a tow truck, so don't worry. There's also no rudder. The front wheels are the rudder. So as they point, we turn.
Love it.